Okay, so you know that whole thing with projectsdeal.co.uk, this UK dissertation service?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, it piqued my curiosity too.
Oh, for sure. Like connecting students with PhDs sounds a little too good to be true.
Right. But we've got Mia's experience from that Uni Unfiltered podcast.
Okay.
And she's saying it helped her score top marks on her med school dissertation. So let's unpack this.
Yeah, let's dig into it. What really caught my eye was that projectsdeal.co.uk, it's not like some brand new thing.
Right.
Apparently, they've been around for over 20 years. They specifically connect students with PhDs
Huh.
from UK universities.
Yeah.
And these PhDs are experts in whatever the student's dissertation topic is.
That's a good point. So it's not just about like getting help with the writing.
Right.
It's about getting like expert knowledge.
Exactly. It's like having a specialist on your team.
Exactly. Like Mia, the med student, she worked with this Dr. Patel,
Okay.
who, specialized in epidemiology, which was perfect for her dissertation on public health.
Oh, that makes sense.
Right. Makes total sense.
Yeah.
Mia felt totally lost, like
Mm,
trying to put her research and analysis together. Yeah.
I can imagine.
But Dr. Patel, guided her, helped her sharpen her arguments,
Huh.
and, basically elevated her entire dissertation.
Wow. So what was the outcome like? Did she think it was worth it?
She was super happy. She said Dr. Patel helped her create a first-worthy thesis, quote unquote.
Okay, so she got good results.
Yeah. But, we got to talk about the big thing, the cost.
Ah, yeah, of course.
Me mentioned it starts at £1,500. I mean, that's a lot for most students.
Yeah, that's not exactly pocket change.
Right. Though she did mention payment plans.
Oh, okay.
So that might make it doable.
Yeah, it could. That could definitely help.
But here's another thing. Her friend, right?
Yeah.
She just used their, topic consultation service,
Okay.
which is only $99.
Much more manageable.
Right. And it helped her, define her research question.
Oh, interesting.
And apparently that helped her snag a first in law.
Wow. So even just that little bit of expert guidance can make a difference.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
potentially, it's a big investment,
Yeah.
but they've got different price points
Right.
depending on how much help you need, right?
Yeah, I see. So how does this actually work?
That's the question, right?
Yeah, like what's this model they provide?
Yeah, what does it look like?
Yeah.
It's not about writing the whole dissertation for you.
Okay.
It's more think of it as a framework, like a detailed outline or a template.
Right.
They might help you structure your arguments
Mm-hmm.
or do a deep dive into key research papers.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe even suggest some new avenues to explore.
So it's kind of like it's like they're giving you a roadmap.
Exactly. It's like guided help.
Yeah.
Helping students understand what a top-notch dissertation in their field should look like.
That makes sense. So it's not doing the work for them. It's more like showing them how it's done.
Right, exactly. And apparently it's a back and forth thing, right?
Yep.
Students send drafts, the PhD gives feedback,
Right.
and they revise based on that feedback. So it's a process.
Yeah. It's iterative.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Amia did say her supervisor didn't find any AI, stuff,
Okay.
and her work passed a Turnitin check,
Mm-hmm.
2% similarity score.
Mm.
But still, some people are going to wonder, is this even ethical?
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's a big question. It's a tricky one.
Totally.
And at the end of the day, it comes down to the student, right?
Yeah,
Understanding their university's rules and using the service the right way.
absolutely. So, speaking of guidelines,
Hmm.
what should students be looking out for?
Well, to make sure they're using a legit service.
Yeah.
Well, Mia pointed out a few things. Legitimate services, like a projects deal, they'll ask for your marking rubric,
Right.
font specifications, anything specific your uni wants.
Got it.
They're working within the system.
Uh-huh.
They want to help students succeed, but within the rules.
Makes sense. So if a service doesn't ask for that stuff, that's a red flag.
Big red flag. Huge.
Yeah, I'd say so. So we've covered a lot about projectsdeal.co.uk,
We have.
what they offer, how it works, the costs. What are your final thoughts for our listener who is curious?
Well, it could be a really useful resource
Yeah.
for students who feel swamped by the dissertation.
Right. It's a big project.
It is. But you got to do your homework.
Yeah.
Understand the ethics.
Right.
And pick a service that's transparent and, follows the rules.
Great advice. It's all about informed decisions.
For sure.
And for you listening, what if this existed when you were a student?
Interesting.
Would you have considered it? It's a really interesting idea. Definitely something to think about.
It really is. Food for thought.
Yeah, for sure.